Welcome back, everyone, to Frankfurt. It's time to check out the starting lineup for France. In goal, it is Fabien Barthez.
And in the back for France tonight, the veteran players, number 5 Gallas and number 15 Thuram, look to stop Ronaldo on the best attack in the world. In the midfield, of course, the legendary Zidane and Ribéry look to repeat their fine form from the last match versus Spain and provide much-needed quality service up front to really demand Henry, who hopes to find the goal-scoring touch he has for Arsenal, his club team.
Ready for the kickoff between Brazil and France. Brazil's starting lineup, they have in goal Dida.
And in the back, famous Roberto Carlos and Cafu will continue to be a threat. Overlapping runs coming forward. Watch the movement off the ball. Of course, in midfield, Ronaldinho. Can he show up tonight and prove that he's the best in the world? And up front, Ronaldo looks to add his World Cup goal scoring record and erased those demons from the '98 World Cup. So he's looking to change that around.
Throw in for France. Near sideline. This portion of the match brought to you by T-Mobile, official partner of the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Ronaldo tried to bring it down. Headed away by France. Zidane will take it over. And look at this from the 34-year-old. A little magic, but Henry held up. He's been called offside 15 times. That time he tried to stay on.
Absolutely brilliant start, really, for Zidane. Great skill as he holds it off, his strength as well in the ball. Henry's got to make sure that he holds onside, though, tonight.
John, keys to the game for you tonight.
Well, certainly, really, Brazil in the transition, their speed of play is fantastic. It's going to be a battle of the wits between these two teams. Ribéry, he's going to be a fantastic player on the wing, but can he provide more service coming inside again, linking up with Zidane? But certainly, look, it's about who's going to forge the opening tonight. It's either going to be an individual that stands out, or it's going to be maybe a change. And of course, you look at France, they're a big team. Tall team as well, could be a set play.
France with a ton of experience. Look out there inside the box. It's Ronaldo. Wearing the yellow shoes tonight. All-time leading goal scorer now in World Cup history. 15 goals. He scored in 3 consecutive World Cup tournaments. This is Juninho. To that right side, intended for Cafu. All-time leader in international appearances for his country.
Both sides really early on going to be, as expected, feeling out stages. Nobody wants to give away too much, especially holding the ball.
On the sideline, a little bit of room for Vieira. And then he's slowed down. Lucio plays it forward. Right at the halfway line, Zidane trying to set up Henry. Man in charge of this one, Luis Medina Cantalejo. He is from Spain. Spain was a team that France knocked out in the round of 16. That's why France is here at this point. Brazil took out Ghana. Still a surprise story in this World Cup for getting that far. They took them out 3-0. Also in the round of 16. This is the last quarterfinal match. On to the semis for one of these two. Ronaldinho try to leave it. He's knocked down and he draws the foul.
Already, you see Ronaldinho looking bright, a lot brighter than he has started in the past 4 games. He looked sharp tonight. Very important on the set plays. You see Fabien Barthez getting ready to set up that wall. And at Barcelona, Ronaldinho loves to bend this one over. Certainly capable. Technical ability of this side, Brazil, really unbelievable. Really, all the players that are on the field tonight. This is what a great advertisement for the game of soccer.
And the problem here for Barthez is he's not sure necessarily who's going to take this. Could it be Roberto Carlos?
I think he's yelling for the ball, actually. You see Ronaldinho, Juninho.
Ronaldinho is the first man. Juninho second. Roberto Carlos is behind him.
Well, we talk about showing up. Maybe Ronaldinho wants to show up straight away.
Juninho, that's deflected. Over Barthez, corner kick.
And Ronaldinho standing as basically as a dummy player. Juninho, we saw crack a great strike from distance throughout this World Cup.
Sent inside, Barthez. 2 fists punched it straight up the middle. That is Cafu. Intended for Juninho. Roberto Carlos He and Zidane battle. They've been teammates at Real Madrid for the last several years. Zidane commits the foul. He already has a yellow card. A few players with yellow cards coming into this. And the importance there is they could miss the next match if they get another one.
You talk about teammates as well. Ronaldo being a teammate of Zidane. Real Madrid. There's so many connections all over the field, but what a wealth of players really on showcase tonight.
Juninho inside the flick. The flag was up though. Had to be offside.
Well, I hope it was offside because really that's not the discipline you want in terms of finishing from one. Yeah, and he certainly was offside. And I'm sure that he might not have taken that approach to it if he wasn't.
France and Brazil, a rematch of the 1998 World Cup final. Won by France on home soil, 3-0. It's the last time Brazil lost in a World Cup match. Vieira to the right. Winner of this match will take on Portugal, who beat England earlier on penalty kicks. That was in the last match. That game will be Wednesday in Munich. Makelele, left side. Malouda's pass, he'll get it back. Abidal toward Malouda. Wanted that one to go to Henry. Instead, Juninho in the aerial battle. Foul was called. It's on Makelele.
I didn't see the foul there. Saw Makelele go up for the header. Seemed like a clear challenge.
France bring a lot of experience here. 11 players from their last World Cup squad. Average 59 appearances. In terms of international appearances, that's their average. So they're one of the most experienced teams at this World Cup. See if it helps them. Henry. Broken up there, halfway line. Lucio. To Cafu. Wearing the captain's armband. Offside is Ronaldinho. We've won 4 games and we still haven't seen Ronaldinho anywhere near his best.
Yeah, but he looks certainly sharp tonight. His first touch, that's all it is about. And his first step here as he turns and quickly explodes. He's always disagreeing. No, I've been in that position before. Always, you never think you're offsides.
Barthez will put it into play. Off Henry. Not a good touch there. Gilberto Silva's pass. This is Kaká. One of a few players on Brazil with a minor injury, but cleared to play today. Picking it up. Gilberto. Ran into a wall there. Upfield towards Zidane. It was said that this is it for him. He'll be retiring from club and country after this World Cup. So a loss tonight would mean this is the last time we'll see him on the soccer field unless he changes his mind. Roberto Carlos. All the way up that far flank. Leaves it off. Kaká. Zé Juninho. On wide again to Roberto Carlos. 10 years with Real Madrid. Takes it to the end line. Tackled out. Corner kick. Brazil.
I agree with Willie Sagnol. You see this comes off of Roberto Carlos for a goal kick, and he has certainly a good argument. It was a great defensive play of Roberto Carlos coming forward. We talked about those two outside flanks. He and Cafu, the two left and right backs, coming forward quite a bit with speed.
Here's Brazil sending that one over the top by Roberto Carlos. Two of the great stars of all time actually playing in this game. Ronaldo and Zinedine Zidane. Zidane obviously older, more experienced, but both of those guys share one thing in common. Only 3-time FIFA World Player of the Year winners. Barthez clears. Henry heads it. Gilberto Silva to the left side. Roberto Carlos. Back for Gilberto Silva. Right side to Cafu. Off a deflection. Brazil will keep it in play. Pushed forward and then right back for Zé Roberto. Cafu is up. Looks for Kaká. And apparently that ball went out on the sideline.
Again, here the ball to Kaká, who's such a entertaining, fantastic player for Brazil. One of the top midfielders, I think, in this World Cup so far. He, Deco, maybe Riquelme from Argentina as well.
Henry was broken up. Foul goes against France. We'd like to welcome all of our men and women in uniform stationed overseas who are watching today's telecast via the American Forces Network, AFN. This is Brazil and France in this quarterfinal match. The winner goes on to play Portugal Wednesday in Munich. The semifinal is Germany, the host nation, against Italy, Tuesday in Dortmund. Ronaldinho's over the ball. A lot of jockeying for position inside the 18. The referee's coming over. Cantalejo.
Well, that's where you think that the referee's assistant is standing only 10 to 15 yards away from him. He would, do his favor for the ref and just say, hey, back up.
Ronaldinho curls it. Ronaldo put it over.
Well, Ronaldo finding space there on the back post, getting away from Willy Sagnol. The right back here, you see, certainly gets up above, but not enough to keep that ball on target. I talked about Ronaldo being overweight, not as mobile as he used to be. Certainly 2002, but always scoring goals, always a threat.
You can see in the replay the concentration. The player that's marking him, not even aware of him, just following the flight of the ball.
Certainly, you look at the players tonight, and it becomes a chess match, really. The battle of the wits. Who's going to open up that creative space? Both these teams are so technically gifted. They love to hold the ball, and that's really what brings success to a team when they're in the World Cup. How much can you keep the ball? You don't want to give it away.
Henry. That one is headed away. Out for a throw-in, but not an intentional header. It looked like it hurt Lucio. He's played in every minute of this World Cup for Brazil, as he did in 2002.
Certainly here we see Henry, and that one's going to hurt for sure. That's a hard strike, and he didn't feel too good afterwards. A little bit stunned. Sure, Lucio.
Series history, they've met 12 times. Brazil leads it. Remember, we said at the top, last time they lost in a World Cup was to this French team, but Pereira, the head coach, isn't thinking about revenge. He just wants to go on, defend the title, and win it.
No, absolutely. And of course, Dominic on the other side, the French coach, is going to try to do everything he can to not let that happen.
Zidane, one of 6 players for France playing in their 3rd World Cup. One of 8 players 30 years of age or older. That's how much experience they have. Makelele's cross. Henry turns. Didn't get anything on it. Brought down by the magical right foot there of Zidane. It was just a pleasure to watch. Inside the box. That's headed away by Lucio, who is apparently okay. And then Ronaldo fouls. France will have a free kick.
Well, certainly you see these two jockeying for the ball, and Makelele getting taken down there from Ronaldo. Looks like he steps on him. As this touch beforehand from Henry technically does well to bring the ball down, but certainly on the turn, the volley's not the best.
Quickly put into play. Makelele with a cutting ball inside. Vieira can't get to it. Maluda goes down. Can't draw a call. That's Makelele pushing it forward. And then that was off Thuram. No. Last touch by Brazil. Corner kick, France.
Well, it seemed like from Brazil they were in a bit disarray, really, defensively. Lots of bodies in the box. Sort of like a pinball there, bouncing around. Some half chances, but not a good strike on goal. But certainly now an opportunity again for France. And I told you they have some strikers up top. You got Henry.
Zidane played it over. Oh, Dida cracked it right up the middle. Ribéry fires it, but that one got away and over. Dida holding on to his face. May have taken a hit there off one of his teammates.
And you see Patrick Vieira, he's always going to come forward. A lot of height really on the French team. Thuram as well, and Gallas. As we see Ribéry with the strike over the bar. What a fantastic player. He had a great game last match, man of the match for me. Look to see him take over really from Zidane in that position. He'll probably fill that role as he grows and develops as a player.
Big shoes to fill. Ronaldinho's pass. He gets it back. Good control. Leads it for Ronaldo. At the end line, he'll cross. One pass. And it just missed. Juninho is trying to flick that one home. Right up at the halfway line. Henry played it back. Left side, Malouda. The great Arsenal striker, Thierry Henry. Had a quiet game the last match against Spain. Zidane really took things over in that one. Brazil will have a throw-in. Gilberto Silva. FIFA World Cup presented by Adidas continues. Two great matches coming up. Tuesday, Italy, Germany from Dortmund. Wednesday, Portugal versus the winner of this match. That game will be played in Munich. For both games, coverage begins 10:30 a.m. on ESPN HD.
Well, all the fans of the beautiful game are certainly in for a treat tonight. You know, youth players, this is a game to watch. Technically, how these guys protect the ball, they wait, they have loads of patience.
Gilberto Silva's pass. Ronaldinho still has it, leads it. Right side for Kaká. And that's just a bit too much.
Well, a lot better from Ronaldinho, though. His first touch is explosive, and that's what we've seen from him all season long in Barcelona. Seems to be on form tonight. And again, look at his vision as he plays it in behind the defender just a bit too hard. Kaká can't catch it.
Barthez will put it forward. Contact there. Free kick for France. Both teams adept on the free kick, so you don't want to give them up close to goal anyway. This is farther out. But anytime Zidane strikes it first, look out. Sagnol with a cross, and Dida knocked it down. Dida's made 15 saves coming into this match. 7 in the last game against Ghana. Even though it was a 3-0 game, he made some big saves in the first half.
Well, he's certainly a world-class keeper, and the one thing that even making that save there at the near post, he's got great feet, and what I mean is his footwork is very quick to get side to side of the goal, covers a great ground.
I want to make a correction on the game times for the two semifinal matches. 2:30 Eastern time for both of those games. 2:30 Eastern time. Portugal awaits the winner here. Will it be the 5-time World Cup champions Brazil or France, who won it in 1998 against this very team? Sagnol to Ribéry. Back for Sagnol. Makelele's pass. Ribéry broken up. Brazil will take over. Zé Roberto. Juninho. Back for Zé Roberto. Ronaldinho turns and faces goal quickly into space for Ronaldo. But Barthez came out. But that's how quickly Ronaldinho can make it happen. And those two guys are seeing each other tonight.
Again, it's you know, at the top of the broadcast, we spoke about the transition from Brazil and the speed of play, and that's the awareness, the vision, really quickly to get that ball off his feet. Ronaldinho, a tremendous ball in behind from Ronaldo.
On the left side, Malouda for France. The cross, there's nobody there. Roberto Carlos flicked it away. Ribéry came in late. Throw in to Ribéry on the turn. We saw his quickness the other night against Spain. Scored a nice goal there right before halftime, giving France some confidence, and they came back, beat Spain 3-1. Ribéry for Zidane. 18-year professional, 12 years with the French national team. This could be his last game. If France loses, he says that's it. Knocked away by Roberto Carlos. Another throw-in for France.
That's going to be a great duel down that side, really, with Ribéry and Roberto Carlos. Both of them great pace as well. A youngster against a veteran. We'll see who wins that 1v1 duel.
Malouda to Ribéry. Try to give it right back. Telegraphed that one. It's cleared away. Thuram, all-time cap leader of France. Played forward off Henry. Another offside. We told you he leads the World Cup in being called offside 15 times coming in.
This is tremendous vision here from Willy Sagnol. Look at that, the right back. He just cuts a quick ball back to his left. Very close to being onside, actually. Henry, as he looks for more space tonight, trying to find himself in between the seams of the defense back line for Brazil. And I think he will, actually. France look good. They started very well. They're moving the ball quite well.
You talked about their patience before as being a key. Have they been patient to you?
Yeah, I think so. And at times when Zidane's on the ball, you see them drop off a little bit more and open up wide to give him more opportunities, whereas the other night, a little bit too much straightforward, which led to a lot of Henry being offsides.
Roberto played it back. Lucio.
And the thing about this too, JP, is that both teams understand that in order to get the ball back, they can't run and stab and dive in because all the players are too good holding the ball. So it's a patience game from both sides.
Lucio's pass, Kaká trying to get it through to Ronaldo, who set the new record for most goals scored in World Cup history. Got his 15th against Ghana. 3 goals for Ronaldo in this World Cup. That record by Gerd Müller stood for almost 32 years before Ronaldo broke it.
Unbelievable. What a great striker Gerd Müller was as well for Germany.
It's bittersweet for the German fans to see one of their own lose that record. This one goes out for another corner.
Now, if you notice, France right now, they have a combination of playing that longer ball here, which we see to Henry. The challenge is going to be on really Lucio and Juan, the number 3 and number 4 respectively. 2 central backs for Brazil. As we see Thuram come forward, Gales is coming forward, Vieira's in there.
Maluta's corner, deflected. Players going down, no calls, and the ball is cleared. Here's Brazil in transition with Kaká into the middle. Cafu, not a good ball that time. Cafu in a different spot. He was leading the attack in the center of the field.
Now we'll see here. Take a look at this last play. It looks like as the ball comes across, the first one to attack it from the side really is Patrick Vieira. Gets a first touch inside. That could have been a clip for a penalty, but not too much contact there.
Vieira with goals in each of his last 2 games, a goal and an assist, by the way. Only player in this World Cup to have 2 games like that. He did it back to back. Chipped ahead. Maluda. Foul is called.
Well, this is where, from France, and you talk about patience, JP, I think this is a difficult ball to be playing in there. And Maluda does the best, really, to take it down, but that's where it needs to go into Zidane and get his switch a point of attack on the other side.
Zidane leads to Maluda. Florent Maluda outside, and that's just a miss hit. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Dida. A reminder that all 64 games of this 2006 FIFA World Cup presented by Adidas are available in high definition on ABC HD, ESPN HD, and ESPN2 HD. Dida. Going. Intended for Kaká. And Cafu. Chested down. That is Vieira. To Zidane. Makelele. Nice move. Still keeps it up for Ribéry. He wanted some help. Sagnol, though, was laying back. Worry of that Brazilian counterattack. Sagnol switching for Zidane. Age 34. Abidal played it back to Maluda. Makelele. And it was knocked away by Ronaldinho. Good recovery by Makelele. This is some of the patience, though, that you were talking about, spreading the ball around, not making the bad pass.
Well, certainly this is good, and it needs to come back around one more time. The ball circulation is fantastic on both sides. But the quickness and speed of play, the ability to pick your head up and find that quicker, that's going to open up space for other players.
Intended for Maluda, well covered by Lucio. Juninho to the right for Cafu. The captain being challenged. Abidal, Cafu tugged the jersey. It's an advantage call. I think Cafu's going to get booked. And rightly so. He thought he got away with it. He did not. Yellow card for Cafu.
What a legendary right back he is. Fantastic player. Actually, if they get through, and they actually win this World Cup, then they'll tie Pelé, legendary world great Pelé. See here as he's pulling the jersey there, Eric Abidal doing well to really step up pressure, close him down, and then advance forward with the ball.
That's Zidane. 3 players surrounding him, respecting him though, not diving in. This is Sagnol. Inside, he wanted Henry, didn't get there. Juninho gave it away. And now cleared out by Gilberto Silva.
France need to do a better job of, once they do chip the ball in there though, to make sure they follow up for the second ball that's dropping down the top of the 18. Not many players around there anticipating the ball.
Malouda. For Henry, didn't get there, not high enough. Gilberto Silva gave that one away too. Zidane sending it across the way to Ribéry. Sagnol went in front of him but didn't get it. Makelele. Ex-Real Madrid defensive midfielder is broken up, and contact against Henry. Free kick for France.
And I see Lucio just coming in there, catching Henry. The ball movement's great from France right now. Again, when you see, the overlapping runs from the fullbacks as well as Sagnol on the right side, Abidal on the left for France. They're matching up with Roberto Carlos and Cafu. Well, these two teams really can counterbalance each other very well.
The wall of 2. That's what Dida wanted, the goalkeeper. Zidane is on the ball. About 27, 28 yards from goal at an angle.
You see the line there being held by Brazil at the top of the 18. Very flat and dangerous as well. Zidane, we know how dangerous he can be on free kicks.
Either passing or shooting. He's shooting, but it's over. Dida.
Well, you got to take chances, really, if you want to score. So that's Zidane stepping up there. Certainly not the strike that he was looking for.
Says he's retiring after this World Cup. Will not play for club nor country. This is his 106th appearance for his country, and everybody will remember what he did in 1998, leading his team to the World Cup trophy, scoring 2 goals in the final. All the way back to Barthez, who was the goalkeeper of that tournament. Thuram. Knocked ahead, Makelele. First half remains scoreless. Brazil in yellow, France in the white, looking to advance and play against Portugal in the semifinal Wednesday in Munich. Zidane. There's still some magic there.
Unbelievable. One thing about France, though, JP, is the service into Henry has got to be better. They're playing so many hopeful in-between balls. As we see again, the magic in the feet of Zidane.
Abidal, left side, Malouda. France looking dangerous here. Headed away. Diving header clearance by Roberto Carlos. It's a corner kick for France.
Well, this is magical stuff, really, from Zidane as he starts this attack, and Abidal plays this wide. Malouda with the ball, the dangerous ball, really, to the back 6. Here it is. Watch this. Like it. And he keeps it simple. That's the thing that, a lot of players around the world, they wonder why these players are so good. They do the simple things. Excellent.
Off the corner, not a down. That was by Gallus. Zé Roberto clears. Ronaldinho. Double team taken down.
No, I disagree with that call. Did not see it. The one thing Ronaldinho does wrong here, really, is he teach all the players at the youth level as well, don't let the ball bounce. And he really kind of pushes himself off, and Makelele does nothing. Makelele starting well tonight, very bright in the defense, really defensive midfield slot that he always does so well for Chelsea. Brilliant player. He looks sharp coming forward as well. He wants to take players on.
Is he the best at that position in the world?
I think he's certainly one of 2.
You're going to have to give me the second name.
It's JP Del Camera.
On the left
we played
side.
in the parking lot outside the stadium tonight. No, you were fantastic.
You wish. Here's Ronaldo. Up for Ronaldinho. Back for Ronaldo. Looking. The shot was deflected. All Ronaldo needs is a half chance, and he nearly had it there. So many brilliant players on this field tonight, capable of achieving glory. That's Ribéry. He is fouled by Roberto Carlos.
You see here, Ribéry just holding the ball off, shielding it. Roberto Carlos, so strong. We talk about, players that they have height, they have strength. He's just a solid player all around. Fantastic to watch.
Zidane, a rare mistake for him. He lost the ball, dispossessed. Roberto. Makelele brought him down. No. He's going to say a dive. And if that's the case, though, why not book him? That's what they're supposed to do. If you think a player is diving. Zidane for Henry. He led the Premiership in goals scored this past year, 27 during the regular season. Once again, France's ball deep. They've had a lot of possession in the attacking third of this first half.
Done very well, and actually talking to Chris Wald, legendary player from England, good friend of mine. We were talking about France, Brazil, and I said to him, who do you think? And he goes, well, I like France. I think 3-2. And I said, France 2-1. And he said, all right, well, how are we going to do a wager on this?
From that cross, it's deflected out for a corner. Brazil giving France a lot of these opportunities.
Yeah, and some great players that we know in the game, JP, that we're actually bumping into all over the place. Ray Houghton for Ireland, Marcel Desailly you just saw. And he came over to speak to me. I asked him, who did he think? He said, I have no idea. He walked away.
Dida punched it out. And of course, he was a great player for France. Had the all-time international appearance record until Thuram broke it in this World Cup. That's Vieira. Offside flag is up.
Yeah, I think it was, choose which one you wanted to call offside. There's 2 or 3 players in the box from France that were left inside.
Still scoreless here in the first half. You're watching the 2006 FIFA World Cup presented by Adidas. France in white, Brazil in yellow. It's a quarterfinal matchup along with National Soccer Hall of Famer John Harkes and JP Della Camera. Winner plays Portugal Wednesday. The semifinals will be there to cover it for you on ESPN HD. Here's Cafu. Kaká. Back for Lucio. Roberto Carlos to Zé Roberto to Juan. Lucio and Juan have played every minute in the center of this defense of this World Cup tournament. Kaká took a bump there. Juninho came back to help. Juninho tries to find Ronaldinho on the wing. Good play defensively by Abidal.
And before, JP, I was joking around, you are a good player, but the one other player, seriously for me, and I don't know if he's a defensive midfielder type, but for Barcelona, he plays very well attacking-wise, and that's Deco from Portugal. He's number 10. For me, what an excellent player. He's so graceful on the ball.
We'll see Deco Wednesday, back from suspension. Portugal won today without him on penalty kicks. Cristiano Ronaldo, who plays for Manchester United, knocks England out of the World Cup. David Beckham left that game with an injury. Saw him in tears on the sideline later.
This was kind of a great run, really, but an awkward challenge there. Gilberto Silva, the number 17, really can't get out of the way of Ribéry. He runs so well with and without the ball. He's so quick.
Zidane is over the ball. Scoreless first half. Not a down. Dida came out and nearly got caught. Brazil helped them out.
And that was a great, situation here. We saw the timing of the run was perfect, and Zidane with the ball in there. And again, nobody anticipating that second ball in there for France. They've got to anticipate, get across the defender, and that's where you get goals.
Talk about Brazil's offense. They've only given up 1 goal in the 4 games that they've played. So defensively, they've been solid as well.
Well, tonight we see them holding 3 and 4 back at times to mark 2 sometimes. With Zidane when he pushes forward to help out Henry. The one thing really that I think Henry's not having a lot of success in this World Cup. I know he scored 2 goals. That's great. That's a good deal of success when you measure it out, as we see Ribéry here in the challenge. But the one thing is that he's not picking the ball up and deep in the midfield, where he does that so well and links up at Arsenal. And I think really the players have got to find him earlier with some distribution from the midfield. Quicker balls to him. He's quick. He loves to get in behind.
He is a game breaker to be sure. Couldn't get around there on replaying in his 3rd World Cup. Coming up on the Hyundai FIFA World Cup halftime report, Reese Davis, Alexei Lalas in the studio talking about Portugal, and will history repeat itself? France and Brazil, they met in the 1998 World Cup final, a memorable one with France winning it on home soil 3-0. Zidane with a couple of goals in that match. A lot to talk about, by the way, in that Portugal-England game. The penalty kicks, nobody could score. England had so many great chances.
Certainly, and they created chances, both teams, throughout the match. Again, England, for me, I didn't think they were good enough in terms of keeping the ball. I think they turned it over a little bit too much, which gave Portugal back some rhythm.
And a horrific send-off in that game for young Wayne Rooney. What a disappointment for him in this World Cup.
Big-time disappointment. I'm going to be very critical here. I think he was a disgrace today in his actions, and I think that, you know, really, he's a Liverpool, he's a Scouser, as they say. And he acts as a tough guy, and I think certainly at this level you got to be a world-class player on and off the field.
It's well put. This is Malouda going inside, and he's double-teamed. Lucille to Cafu. France holding their own, to say the very least, against Brazil at this point. Cafu pushing off. Got it back. Gilberto Silva to Kaká. Juan will play it over. Kaká dropping back. And the stars for AC Milan looking for Ronaldo. It's deflected away. Abidal will catch up to it. By the corner flag, France will get possession once more.
So tough to break down, you know, really through the midfield, both teams, because as the ball does change from one point of the field to the other, in terms of side to side, they just have such a great understanding of what their responsibilities are. You know, off the shoulder, that sliding over, another guy tucks in, cover and balance. It's fantastic on both sides. This is brilliant.
They allowed Zidane to turn. He finds Abidal, and that's knocked away. They have so much respect for Zidane that in some ways they're giving him a little too much room.
Well, if they give him room, he's going to dissect you, and he just showed that there. He's playing balls in between. Look at it again.
To Malouda. Oh, he had Henry. Henry thought he had some help, but there's the trailer Ribéry coming in too late.
Well, we just talked about it, how they're not really anticipating the balls in the box. You got to score goals, you got to be there. You got to attack the play.
It was there, especially with all the attention on Henry. Somebody else has to sneak through. Ribéry did, but he was late.
Yeah, and off the ball right now, Henry is telling Ribéry, hey, get in behind me. You got to come up and team up with me there. One in behind, one in front.
Got to call that. And the referee will do so. From Spain, Cantalejo.
Well, Cafu has had his hands full tonight, whether it be, you know, Malouda coming, you know, as an attacking left side of midfielder, or even Abidal. And then we see our man from the Red Bulls,
Yuri Djorkaeff.
Wow.
Went home for personal reasons. That was a statement from the Red Bulls yesterday. He is in the stadium. No doubt watching Zidane in what could be his last game. I want to talk about that a little bit more, maybe. First, this free kick from Henry. Zidane. Inside header. And that's high and over the bar.
And again, this header just over the bar. Great flick on there. And the service has been good in terms of like the set plays.
Revolution and the Red Bulls are meeting tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. And the statement that came up from the Red Bulls yesterday that said for personal reasons, Djorkaeff would not be with the team, but they didn't say what the personal reasons were. Why not just say it if he was going to be here watching Zidane? I mean, what other personal reasons could there be if he's here in the stadium?
Well, if you start giving freedom to leave the club whenever you want, just to go watch a World Cup game with your teammates and friends. I mean, obviously, I know he's a fantastic player and he shares great experiences, but that's not right. During the season.
But say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Say it.
Kind of reminds me back to Lothar Matthäus when they didn't know where he was, but he was in Saint-Tropez, you know, working hard on his fitness.
I remember that. Here's Dida clearing it. Knocked down. France will take it. Zidane. Malouda. Makelele. Gallus played it over. Sagnol. Long ball towards Zidane. He brought it down off the chest. No. I'm going to call it. Believe for a handball.
Yeah, here you see him. He just bumps into Cafu. Didn't see the handball,
No.
really.
Me neither. Here is Brazil. Gilberto Silva pushing it to the left. Zé Roberto. Ronaldo pokes it ahead right side. That's Cafu. Looking, crossing. Ronaldo thought he had help. He did not.
Over Ronaldinho making that run diagonally across the back line there, hoping that Cafu was going to slip him in, but he opted to come back to his left, trying to find somebody in the back post, but nobody there for Brazil.
Barthez will play it short to Abidal. '41st minute, France and Brazil. Scoreless from Frankfurt. Winner goes on to play Portugal Wednesday in Munich in the semifinal.
Well, that was one number 10 to the other number 10 saying, I still got it. 34 years old, I'm older, but I'm still smart.
A nice ball early to Ribéry. And right back to Ribéry. 3 players converging on him. Not a good service again to Henry. He was there. Abidal. On the turn, Maluda got free from Lucio. He's in the box. Played it across and it's knocked away.
That's an excellent turn there. Great first touch. He just basically lets him. He feels that the player's on him. He rolls off of him. Better play, but still the service again, trying to switch the ball there to Henry is still not good enough.
Abidal. That's Vieira. France have Brazil under pressure in this first half.
Well, certainly France looked the better side in terms of the possession and the opportunities that they're creating. It's just there's nothing on the end of it. There's nothing in the final third.
Alberto Pereira has to be concerned. Ronaldo's had a half chance or two here in this opening half, but nothing more.
Well, head coach Pereira, I think he is concerned because JP, you and I, we always discuss how much the coaches are off the bench, and some personalities show more than others. Scolari from Portugal is always off the bench, screaming and yelling. But Pereira normally is sitting down. Tonight he's up. He's standing. He's the only one standing up.
It's right by the sideline, right at the touchline right now. Almost on the field. He's a couple feet back. And you're right, he's usually more calm. Lucio will hold for Brazil. To Juan. 43rd minute. A giveaway. Zidane already knows the next play, the next pass. Here's Henry. Gave that away. He was looking for Maluda, but you see the quickness of play by Zidane being so decisive. Everybody knows. Go forward. You'll get it back. But that last pass hurt France. Gilberto Silva. Zé Roberto. Brazil had a good start. They were attacking, but now they've been doing more defending.
Well, again, France need to do a better job of really linking up with Henry up top, and that means Maluda, Florent Maluda, right here on the ball, number 7. Needs to get a little bit closer to him. He and Ribéry on the opposite side need to pinch in a little bit more so they can link up.
Zé Roberto bounced off Henry. Into the middle it goes. That's Kaká. Left side, Roberto Carlos flying down the wing. Took a hard shot that was blocked. Sagnol blocked it. Anytime you block a Roberto Carlos shot, you will feel it.
Gotta hurt.
There's a French player down. That's Henry. Near the halfway line.
I think as we take a look here, Roberto Carlos, as you said, ooh, you're not supposed to turn your back on the ball, but maybe that one time there he was lucky he did.
Settled by Brazil. They'll play it right. Cafu. Pushing forward. Ronaldinho for Cafu. This cross low, deflected away. Zidane brought it down, and he's going to get it back off the deflection. Oh, look at the magical footwork. He finds it up with player Vieira. Can he beat 2? He's brought down. What color's the card going to be? Yellow or red? Juan is going to get booked. It's yellow. Brazilian fans were holding their breath.
Well, we talked about the patience and who was going to carve an opening, and Zidane making his statement on the game there, really taking on 3 Brazilian players through the midfield, laying it to Patrick Vieira. Vieira with the explosive run through. 2 defenders are trying to close him down, and with the last touch of the ball, Vieira just pokes it away from Juan. He cuts him down. You see Vieira maybe dragging his feet as well. He just catches his right foot there as he tumbles to the ground.
Well, Juan was already playing with 1 yellow card. Is he appealing for red?
I believe he is. You know, they talked about establishing the rules here in FIFA and how much pressure the referees are under. And they always try to let you know, hey, the last man, professional fouls, you're going to goal. This is a red card.
That's why I wondered what color the card would be. So did Vieira, I'm sure. But Juan now will miss the next match. If there is one for Brazil, they have to win this game.
We saw Juan there, and certainly I think it's a yellow card, and people are going to say, no way, John, it's a red, but the other defender from Brazil was there as well.
Yeah. I think that was the difference.
Yeah. He was close enough to the ball where he could have actually won the ball.
Free kick for France near the end of the half.
Well, Zidane can put this anywhere. He can try to place it on the keeper's side with a hard strike, but also can Henry. And Henry loves to hit to the goalkeeper's side.
It's Henry, Zidane, and Thuram. Henry blocked off the wall, and he claims encroachment. The wall left early. Or was it handled too?
Well, again, here we see this on the wall. It's a great shot. And Ronaldo.
You think that's deliberate?
The referee does, and that's all that matters.
Well, if he's calling handball, yeah. If he's calling handball.
Well, Henry, and there's a yellow.
He did call a handball then.
Well, you wonder if that yellow card was for dissent. He was having a word with the referee for quite a long time there when they showed the replay.
Those are foolish yellow cards for dissent, if that's what it is.
Well, basically, at this level, you just need to keep your mouth shut and play.
Especially in the World Cup, which has set a record for yellow cards and red cards. Why push the envelope?
Now, this is going to be interesting because it's very close to goal. It's difficult to bend the ball over and get it down underneath the crossbar from that distance. So you wonder if it's going to be redirected. And that means played to the side so at least they can get a clear shot on goal and maybe avoid the wall.
You saw Vieira come back in after he left the field for that injury, got the referee's permission. It's either Zidane here or Henry.
You see Makalele going in, but watch Willy Sagnol.
Henry's over the ball. We may see some trickery here. Problem with the wall. They're going to push it back.
Well, I think there's going to be problems with the wall because once he says get back, they just start stepping forward again.
They do. Zidane right off the wall. Zidane will get it back. Floats it up there. Settled. Cracked low, but cleared by Brazil. That's going to do it for the first half. No scoring. Plenty of chances. When we return, we'll go to our World Cup studios for the Hyundai FIFA World Cup halftime report. Portugal prevailed today against England in penalty kicks. We're at the half. France and Brazil are scoreless.
ESPN's presentation of the 2006 FIFA World Cup is presented by Adidas. Show your team pride with free +10 mobile downloads. Text Adidas to 88188. And in part by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Travelers, insurance in sync. And refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it. ESPN and ABC Sports, official broadcast partner of the 2006 FIFA World Cup and Major League Soccer.
Welcome back to the 2006 FIFA World Cup presented by Adidas from Frankfurt. Scoreless here between France and Brazil at halftime. We've got a big one coming up for you on Tuesday. Germany versus Italy. Semifinal match coverage begins 2:30 Eastern time. That's on Tuesday. And then we'll have Portugal versus the winner of today's match on Wednesday in Munich, 2:30 Eastern time. As for mighty Brazil, we've talked about their defense overall in this tournament, but how about this? In the last 8 World Cup matches, they have not given up a second half goal, outscoring their opponents 12-0 in that stretch. So if you're France, can't give up that goal.
Well, the record speaks for itself. I mean, really, both these teams. I think France really dominated the first half. You hate to think negative. It could hurt them because they didn't score. They did everything but score. Still need to get closer players to Henry. Anticipate a bit more in the box.
Had a chance to score 2 in the final moments on a free kick. France in white with the ball against Brazil. Winner goes on to face Portugal in a semifinal game Wednesday in Munich. Intended for Zidane. Headed away. Foul on Brazil. On Juan, who already has the yellow card.
Well, you see there, Zidane just uses his body so well to really draw the foul, backing up into Juan, who will miss the next game if they advance.
Zidane plays it in. A header. It was there, but it was wide. The flag was up anyway for an offside.
Well, that's a terrific ball there by Zidane, as he just chips one in there. And look at Henry. Gets the header on it. It was actually, Vieira who cut across in front of Henry. The big fella. Such great years he had at Arsenal before moving to Juventus. Tremendous player in the midfield.
Zé Roberto. Juninho. He collides with Vieira. Referee Cantalejo from Spain telling the players, calm down, I've got this.
Yeah, it was just kind of an awkward, couldn't stop himself from running. And here again, we take a look at that last free kick from France. Vieira getting forward, talked about the height on their team. Could pay off with a free kick tonight.
Gilberto Silva to the right on that pass from Cafu. Ronaldinho out wide, draws 2. Gets by, try to cross it in, and just by his sheer brilliance, he'll get a corner kick when he was outmanned.
Unbelievable quickness of his feet. Really does well to get around the defender there. Sets up this corner.
He's been called the world's best player. Played across, settled, and then Ronaldo lost it. It was there for him. Left side, Roberto Carlos. Holding. Gilberto Silva. Cafu steps up to Ronaldinho. Cutting to the inside. Zé Roberto got the feet tangled, but still ends up with the ball. His cross off the left foot. A bouncer off Barthez. Barthez has to be really sharp there. Known to make the big mistake.
We were just talking about this at halftime. I said I hope that Barthez doesn't come up with one of his silly mistakes in the back there, and really costly. Could have been costly. He hesitated or even attacked that ball and pick it up.
Roberto Carlos, long throw, and Barthez comes out, grabs it, and then dropped it. Running into his own teammate. He's an adventure in goal, but he's won a World Cup. I mean,
that's a very nice way to describe it.
Yeah.
It's an adventure.
But he has won a World Cup and a European Championship as well. Had that great defense in front of him in '98. Ronaldo's down. Late whistle. Referee wants to make sure everybody's calm. Here's Ronaldinho off the quick restart. Brazil holding it. Michael Silvestri and David Trezeguet warming up for France. Intended for Ronaldo. It's played right back to Barthez.
This is where really Henry does damage. He likes to pick the ball up here from deep position. He does it at Arsenal.
Henry free to cross it, knocked away.
That's fantastic run from him. And he's really comfortable as he drifts back into the midfield there. Started off as a young player, really, for Monaco as a left-sided midfielder. And when he runs up to the heart of the defense, that's where he's so dangerous. His pace is electrifying.
On the throw-in for France. Ribéry trying to turn. He is broken up. It's just going to be cleared out.
Well, again, if Ribéry even turns with that ball and put it into the box, again, there's still 3 Brazilians marking Henry. He's on his own. You got to sort that out in terms of the balance, push numbers forward.
Might be why Trezeguet is warming up for France. He is an attacking player. A gifted forward who can score goals. Sent in by Abidal, and that's cleared. Brazil can't get it. Gallus can. Put it right back up, but it goes right back to Dida. 6'5" Brazilian goalkeeper. Played long. Ronaldo's after it. That's headed away. Sagnol holds at the halfway line. Makalele. Abidal. The great Zidane. Tripped up, draws the foul. Coming off a brilliant performance against Spain, where he scored the last goal to put Spain away for good. If there was any doubt at that point, Zidane finished it off. Here is Zidane, tackled away by Zé Roberto. Makalele wanted back for Thuram. Gallus, he's played in every minute here for France in this World Cup. Thuram to Sagnol. Makalele got clipped, but he's okay, so he says.
Makalele, so much respect for each other on the field in terms of, not trying to hurt players physically, really. Just a challenge there. Ronaldinho talking to Makalele, saying sorry. Referee checking to make sure he's all right.
Henry out wide again. Trying to turn the corner on Lucio. But he looks threatening there on the side.
See Henry saying, did you see the first one there? As he puts his head down there. Lucio just getting it clear.
Abidal's throw in. He'll get it back on the wing. Try to cut inside. Ronaldinho's able to turn, but that first pass failed him. He gave it away. Ribéry. That's Vieira. Vieira tied with Henry, leading France in goals with 2 in this World Cup.
You don't see this often, really. Just before that, Brazil, so much respect for France in the way they've started tonight, dropping every player back 40 yards out from their own goal.
Sagnol leads it. Henry back heels for Vieira. Oh, they had a good understanding there, but it goes out. It's a corner kick for France.
Again here, look at the skill and the awareness, the understanding. Great defensive play by Brazil to follow Vieira. Deep run from Vieira as well. Those are the dangerous ones. Out of midfield, you got to stay with your runners.
Maluda will take the corner. Strikes it. Knotted away by Brazil. Ronaldo chasing it down. Sagnol and Ronaldo bump. It goes against Ronaldo.
Well, that's what we're talking about, really. All the criticism on Ronaldo, not as fast as he used to be. Certainly, Willy Sagnol getting a lot quicker to that ball. And drawing the foul from Ronaldo from behind.
Maluda will have a free kick. Puts it up there. Knotted down. Flag is up. Henry is in disbelief. That flag was up for a while.
Well, it's amazing because the referee's assistant there actually kept the flag down on the first play. The flag is down until he flicks this one on.
Right.
And then he's offsides.
Right.
So really, that's where communication is so important, of just telling somebody to, really could have left it, and the other player taking it at his chest, take it down.
Brazil looking for their 12th straight win and a 4th consecutive trip to the semifinals. They've won 2 of the last 3 World Cups. The one they didn't get was against this team, France, 1998. And this one will go out of play. Throw in coming up. Still scoreless here. Second half. Thoughts on the way the second half has started?
Well, again, really, I've got to give a lot of credit to France because of the way they ended the first half, and they continue again to the second half, really to stroke the ball around well. All around, it's a complete team, and right now they have the better, in terms of not just possession, but actually in terms of threatening as well against the Brazilian side.
Zé Roberto over to the left for Roberto Carlos. Zé Roberto makes the run. Holds it on the wing. Roberto Carlos spinning. It's going to be ruled a throw-in for Brazil. And Roberto Carlos will come over to take it. Played back to him by Kaká. He wants to face goal. There he goes. He tried to toe poke it through. Didn't get a second crack at it. Zidane took it away from traffic. Rossignol. He gives it away. Roberto Carlos in tighter. Kaká. 1v1. Solid defending by Thuram. And then Thuram got held. No call.
And a great ball as well.
It was well done to Ribéry. Brazil are back in numbers defensively. Forced to give away Ribéry. Now Zidane. We're going to miss him if this is in fact his last game. But who knows? The way France is playing, they could move on. They have outplayed Brazil tonight, as you mentioned.
Here it is again. Just the gifted player of Zidane lifting this one over Ronaldo. And the crowd loving it. Such good skill, just composure on the ball. He's relaxed, he's got a great touch. So important to get a good first touch at a young age. So you have confidence to play at this level.
He's one step ahead of everybody else out there. He's already got the second move planned before he makes the first. Here's his free kick. Knocked in! Goal for France! No flag! Henry has scored!
Tremendous situation for France on this free kick. And look at the numbers in the box, and there he is. I talked about Henry getting more space tonight. He has created it on the set free kick. Back post balls, we see Gallas challenging in the air there, but there's Henry, Thierry Henry, with so important of a goal. Tonight, the first one against Brazil, I talked about how sharp they were in the first half. They've done everything but score, and now they come up very big with Zidane on the free kick. Over to Henry. What a fantastic finish.
In the 57th minute, Henry has just become France's leading goal scorer in this tournament. That's his third World Cup goal, sixth all-time. In terms of all-time goals for France, he only trails the great Michel Platini. Remember, Brazil trailed against Japan in group play, came back and destroyed them on that night. But France are a better team than Japan and playing better tonight as well. Zidane. Ribéry played it into the middle. Makelele look for Henry. How does France now take this lead and hold it?
It's so important right now that they don't change their style of play. They've dictated the pace. They've kept great possession. They've been in really good control of this game, so they can't change now. They can't really go down to playing just a long ball and dropping players back behind the ball because Brazil's too good of a team. You can't let that happen.
The crowd has certainly picked up in its intensity here in Frankfurt. France has scored the first goal. France is the last team to beat Brazil in the World Cup. As Barthez clears. Off his line, Dida has to get that before Ribéry. Can't use his hands there. Clears. And Brazil come away with it.
Well, again, France not anticipating and stepping forward there to pick up the second ball.
Roberto Carlos. More pressure now on Brazil. This is not group play where you could lose and still advance. They'd already clinched the spot early.
It's a great defensive play there by Patrick Vieira. Roberto Carlos trying to explode out of the back. We talked about how he loves to get forward. All around so far, a great performance from France, but they've got to finish it out.
Henry, and it goes against France. If this is
again,
Zidane here.
look at Zidane. Brilliant bending ball to the back post. Nobody challenging Henry as he makes that deep penetrating run around the back. That's just a wonderful set play.
For a guy that has been offside so many times in this tournament, most times offside for anyone, made sure there was no problem that time.
Was getting very close, actually. comparing himself to Cafu. Cafu has 19 World Cup games, the most on Brazil. He was almost offside 19 times throughout this World Cup.
But all it takes is for him to be onside the one time, get a goal. France is leading. Flag is up this time on France.
And another look there. Dida stuck on his line.
Cafu will hold it. Where is this great Brazil offense? Averaging 9 shots on goal per game. Yet to be credited with one here tonight. A lot of that is because France has had the ball.
Yeah, certainly. They're controlling it. And certainly something that's unusual for Brazil. Look at the runs in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 French players. That's better in terms of set plays and free kicks like that. Putting them has it. Great reaction there. And look at Brazil's reaction.
Some of their fans were stunned, obviously. Long ball towards Ribéry. He turns, he got free. Ribéry looks, pushes it down, it's deflected. Oh, it just missed. Come back to that play if France does not go on into the semifinals. That would have been 2-0.
Oh, what a tremendous turn in the corner there by Ribéry. As we saw the ball deflect past Dida, thought he had it. Juan really getting to that ball first. Behind Dida, we see Zidane sitting on the back post saying, let that come through.
Yeah, could have been an own goal as well, but that's how close it was. France chase it back down. That's Sagnol, 62nd minute. The last team to beat Brazil in a World Cup was France, 1998 World Cup final. Can France do it again? Is there another game left in Zinedine Zidane? If France loses tonight, he's going to retire from club and country soccer. That's Adriano up on the bench for Brazil. They are thinking about subbing soon. Roberto Carlos sends it inside, blocked by France. Sagnol. It's cut off by Juan. Say Roberto back to Juan. Into the middle. And a foul there on France. Juninho, quick restart. That was well done to Roberto Carlos. He'll cross it. That's Cafu coming in very late. But he gets possession. He'll cross. Gave it away to Makelele. And now Avidal will make it Maluda on that side. He's broken up by Cafu. Floats it up or tries to. Corner kick, Brazil. The referee's going to let Adriano come in for Juninho. So they're taking out a midfielder, putting on a pure striker.
Well, I expected that, really. Juninho, a good player. Certainly they need to change things up tactically as well. Adriano, as you say, JP loves to push towards the goal. Big player, loves to hold up the ball as well.
Scored 2 goals in this World Cup, including the 200th all-time in World Cup play for Brazil. That's cleared away by France. Henry took a bump, still played it, and really wanted to get that one further up. He got clipped. Appealing to the referee as play continues on.
Well, certainly somebody stepped on the back of his heel. He lost his shoe a little bit there.
Left there for Jose Roberto, and he lost it. France will clear. Ribéry. A great run here. Ribéry almost got by on Roberto Carlos. What a work rate from Ribéry.
Unbelievable as Roberto Carlos is still down there, but what great reaction speed from Roberto Carlos as he gets twisted and turned and still recovers. Great defensive play.
And this is an important man. They can't afford to lose him.
Again, we see this, the 1v1 duel, the battle, the speed. Just getting there before Ribéry.
Gave him a swat there in the end.
Yeah.
He's okay. Brazil is a team that have not trailed often in World Cup play. Last 34 matches, they've trailed in just 145 minutes. You got to remember, a lot of that time was against France back in 1998 when they lost that game 3-0. So if you take that away, I mean, they just don't trail often. We thank our friends at the Elias Sports Bureau for their help with that. I mentioned before, they trailed Japan, but they came back and beat them. But this French team better than the Japan team that Brazil faced before, and certainly better on this night. So it's not going to be easy, but Brazil have enough talent for sure. Here they come. Adriano getting it back. This is Gilberto Silva. It's behind Ronaldo. He catches up to it, and then he's broken up. Cleared by Malouda. France looking ahead. Zidane trying to lead it for Henry. Just the vision of Zidane, incredible. Couldn't deliver that.
Very, very quick in transition. The speed of play is frightening tonight. Malouda doing such a great job of doubling back there, winning the ball from Ronaldo. That's why he's in there instead of Sylvain Wiltord. Wiltord doesn't do as much defending, but really tonight, Malouda's played better than he did in the last match, and he's getting forward as well.
Adriano slides it over. Ronaldinho puts it forward. Kaká trying to lead Roberto. Barthez comes out, grabs it.
Again, just how quick they link up the 1 and 2 touch. You can't take a mental break. If you do, if you blink, they're behind you.
Here's Zidane. I would have thought that if France were to win this game, that Barthez would have been the one saving them, but he's not really been tested tonight.
No, still plenty of time left for that, though, and I'm sure it's going to come.
Zidane. He's had a strong night. Had a great one against Spain. Back-to-back good ones here for Zidane. Nice pass to Sagnol. Another corner. They've earned a lot of these tonight.
Now you see Zidane really now being the director of traffic as well. He's telling where he wants the players to go in the overlap and run from Sagnol. He's dictating that. He's putting it in the space and behind, turning the defenders of the Brazilian side, and that makes it very difficult to get back and defend.
Vieira is up for this corner kick from Ribéry. Drives it in the middle. Bouncing ball finally cleared out by Brazil. They look to counter. Nice run into space. Adriano. Maybe something coming up here for Brazil. Adriano sliding on the left foot, will switch it over. Cafu playing on his opposite side now for Ronaldinho. Cutting for Cafu. Tackle. Out it goes, but it's a goal kick.
Well, I thought Cafu really could have left this ball because Ronaldinho, he had him beat. He took on William Gallas, number 5. There's the recovering tackle there. Double teaming from Patrick Vieira. They did as well to play this off of Cafu, but I thought Cafu really should just stay out of that space. You got the world's best player there. Let him run one-on-one. Let him take players on.
Brazil down by a goal here. Second half. 68th minute against France. The team who beat them in World Cup 98. Going inside. That's brought down. Adriano looks to cross. May have been trying to get the referee's sympathy there, but did not. Roberto Carlos will play it back. Brazil on an 11-game World Cup winning streak. They've trailed 1-0 3 times during that streak. Each time came back. Tonight they've struggled, even against shots against Barthez and France. Forget the goals, just shots. Throwing for Brazil. Cafu, their captain. Adriano couldn't turn. Ribéry. Here he comes. Leaving it off for Vieira. And Vieira's taken down. Foul on Brazil.
Well, already Adriano coming in as a sub there for Juninho. He's making his presence on the field, making it available as well. Runs towards the box in the 18. He's done well so far.
They'll have to be careful too. 70th minute, if they push forward, leave space, a killer goal for France if they ever make it 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And this is also what I just said there. This is Lilian Thuram. So much experience. There's no need for him to play that long ball there and give possession away. They need to hold it. Zidane and everybody turned to him and said, settle down. Now they're letting Brazil back into this game.
Cafu to the right. Brazil down 1-0. They're the defending champions. They could be knocked out tonight if France continues to play like this. The winner takes on Portugal Wednesday in Munich. Here's Ronaldo. Step over. Fell down. As play continues. Back the other way, Henry, 1v1 against Lucio. He's got help. Ribéry makes a run. Lead pass for Ribéry. Dida came out and blocked it. Ribéry just tried to redirect it. Lead pass the other way. That's what we were speaking about before, though. Push up, push up. Opportunity the other way.
Well, certainly, again, a terrific ball played in for Henry as he finds Ribéry attacking towards the center of the goal. Dida doing such a great job of anticipating coming off. If he didn't, he was stuck in no man's land. He would have been burned.
All Ribéry could do was try to redirect it. Had no real time to settle and make a play like he did the other night against Spain when he scored that electrifying goal before halftime. Henry to Zidane. It's like a ball on the string when Zidane has it.
How many Wizards are on the field tonight? The Magic, it's all over.
Makelele plays it across. Malouda. He's got runners in support. Pushes it out to the far side. Abidal. More possession here for France. Ribéry. Makelele. Here's Zidane again. Kept it on the ground. Cannot return. He goes down. Play continues.
Well, certainly France has to come back and rebuild again as they're still playing 4 against 6. Outnumbered.
Ronaldinho, World Player of the Year, being outclassed tonight by Zidane, who won that award 3 times. Ronaldinho's won the last 2. Henry back up. Looks fine there. Takes the shot. Trying to catch Dida. Napping.
Yeah, it's going to be better than that. You can't beat him from that distance there. Again, I thought he was going to give him the give and go and put Ribéry through. He was flying.
We're watching the 2006 FIFA World Cup presented by Adidas. France in the white, Brazil in yellow. It's a quarterfinal match. France threatening to knock Brazil out of this World Cup along with John Harkes and JP Della Camera. Winner goes on to play Portugal Wednesday in Munich in the semifinals. Henry with the game's only goal. Will it stand up? 73rd minute. The drama continues. Zidane. He doesn't want his career to end.
I'm sure he's not 24 years old.
He's playing like that, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
Not playing like 34.
Look at this.
Off a few days rest, that's all. Malouda. Makelele. Henry running at goal and then tackled away. Abidal. That's blocked by Brazil. They're under siege here. They can't seem to get anything going upfield. Now here they come. Pushed out wide on the left side. Sagnon fouled Kaká. And he's going to be booked.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. And Kaká is asking the referee for a yellow card. I disagree. That was just a little bit of a shove. Not too much of a bump. That's wrong. And again here, look. Just a little bit of a cross in front. But Kaká jumps up and asks for the yellow card. I don't think the referee was going to give it to him initially.
Kaká will play it into the middle. Gilberto Silva to Roberto Carlos. Ronaldo was looking for that pass. Couldn't get it from Adriano. Patrick Vieira blocked. Here is Zidane again. To Ribéry. Henry over the top. He wanted Ribéry.
Well, again, I mean, those are the only 3 who were reacting to really well and interacting well last game. Not enough from France pushing forward. Any other outlets on the other side? Malouda, he needs to push forward. Vieira needs to push forward. Even Makelele, he can afford to do it when they're in good possession like that.
Ronaldo played it back. Gilberto Silva, Ribéry putting on some pressure there. This is Lucio. defending champion. Brazil on the ropes right now, down by a goal as it's played across. Headed straight up. Barthez thought about coming out. Two French players collide, but they clear it. Up toward Ribéry. He fights for every ball.
He does well.
Ribéry, a name that nobody talked about before this World Cup started. They're talking about him now. Henry. He has the game's only goal. Brought down, Lucio. The referee was on his way, and he's got a card out, and he'll give it to Lucio, who didn't have a foul in his first 4 games. He gets the yellow card tonight.
Well, that was certainly just frustration on Lucio's part as we see Thierry Henry. Great composure on the ball there. A very late challenge.
Head coach Dominic.
He's certainly not happy with that as well. Now that's more of a harsh challenge than what we just saw Willy Sagnol getting a yellow card.
Well, Cafu's leaving, so Dida, he gives him the captain's armband. I gotta say, as much as Zidane looks younger, Cafu to me looks older tonight. He's age 36, but doesn't have the wheels that he used to have. At one time, one of the fastest players in the world.
Certainly one of the legendary players.
Class player, too, on the
So
field.
many of them come out of Brazil. Cafu, what a great player.
Cecilio replace him. Meanwhile, Gavu will come in, but for whom?
Well, more tactical changes here for attacking options, really. Brazil have nothing to lose right now. They don't win this game or they don't get back into it with a tie at least to carry on into extra time. They're gone.
Who's going to come out for France? Well, they've got the number up now. It is Ribéry. So, I got to tell you, he looks gassed.
Yeah,
He gave it everything tonight.
fantastic game tonight for him. There's so much work for the ball, tireless energy, and I think he just ran out of his tank from last game and this game. It's so well getting on the end of things, really, when they're hopeful balls being played in.
Should this result stand, France leading Brazil 1-0. This would be the first World Cup since 1990 that Brazil didn't reach the final. They won it in 94, lost it in 98 in the final, won it in 2002. In 2006, their World Cup could end tonight in Frankfurt. Henry allowed back onto the field with the referee's permission. He is apparently okay. So Brazil have made a couple of subs, hoping to change their luck, their fortune here. France have made the one. To vote for the T-Mobile Man of the Match, text the letter that corresponds to the player you choose to the number 52208. Give you the results at the end of this match. Zinedine Zidane said he'd be the story tonight. Would it be his last game? He's playing like he wants to play 2 more games. Semi-final and the final. His team is up. Kaká. Brazil's 11-game win streak on the line, but they're not worried about that. They're worried about advancing.
Well, Brazil doing such a good job now of being patient as well. Not forcing it down one wing, coming back and resetting on the other side.
Zé Roberto crosses. It's a good clearance by the French defense, and now it goes out for a throw-in. Zé Roberto was going to take it. Now going to allow another sub, and it's young Robinho who's going to come in for Kaká.
Kaká now having one of his better nights tonight, though. Certainly seen much more from him in the first 3 games.
Had a slight injury, but was cleared to play. But look at the offense. Ronaldo and Ronaldinho stay in. You've got Adriano, you've got Robinho. It's all about offense. Here is Robinho. They need a goal. He'll play it back. Lucio. That's blocked. That was way too ambitious. France could break. An unfavorable bounce, though, to France will slow it down. But they had 3 players going forward that time.
Yeah, and I think, a lot of people were surprised. Even the coach, Dominic, as you see here, Roberto Carlos making this defensive play. But there was 3 attacking players from France. Nobody really approached the ball. This is where they need to slow the game down a little bit. They're starting to get tired, a little bit fatigued. They need to keep the ball and not give it away. Too many transitions in terms of turnovers right now.
An upset in the making, to be sure, tonight in Frankfurt. Brazil favored to win another World Cup. It would have been their 6th. They may not get there. And up on the far side, Adriano was the intended target. That was Zidane. That time it was lost. A fight for the loose ball. Cleared by France to the halfway line. 80th minute. Ronaldinho. Switched across, right side. 10 for Cicinho. That's cut off. That's Maluda. He lost it. That was foolish. And he's not going to get booked.
Well, inconsistency right here from the referee. He gives Sagnola a yellow card, gives players yellow cards, and now another foul here, and he doesn't.
Here's Ronaldo playing it back. Ronaldinho. Can he work magic and bring Brazil back? Robinho switches. Cicinho. The ball is slightly behind him. He gets it though. Played it inside. Headed up once. Ronaldinho heads it across. Settled. Robinho. Oh, it was there. Ronaldinho that time was a playmaker. Could have had a crack at goal on his own, but played it across.
Well, this one just streaked across so hard as they back in with the header here. It's just kind of a reaction. Drops ball. Ball drops down for him. Doesn't have enough time to really get a good strike on goal. Robinho just coming in, though. As you say, JP, so many attacking options right now. France making a change.
Will Torrent makes his 5th appearance in the World Cup. Has 1 assist. He will replace Maluda, who is also probably out of gas. France have used an awful lot of energy tonight, playing a great game against favored Brazil.
God, Vieira is just having a fantastic night.
Show a little respect for Zidane. That was Zé Roberto coming in.
Yeah, just shielding the ball there. Zé Roberto losing patience. See his knee even comes into the back of Zidane as well.
France leading. 82nd minute. Trying to knock Brazil out of this World Cup. Played inside the box. Headed across by Gavru. Cicinho was pushed apparently. Free kick for Brazil.
Two players just shoving for the ball there.
This result stands. The Final Four will consist of 4 European teams. You have Germany taking on Italy in one semifinal. Portugal awaits tonight's winner. Will it be Brazil? Not unless they can make a comeback. We've got about 8 minutes or so and some stoppage time to get a goal. Just to tie it. They draw the foul, free kick coming.
Makaleli working so hard. Had another great game for France. You got to keep an eye on Ronaldinho. Here's wide open on the back post. He hasn't scored yet. Been very quiet, but been double teamed mostly every game. It's been difficult for him to break through.
Cicinho will take the free kick. Headed away. All the way back on Brazil's side of the halfway line. Sagnola got ahead to it. Headed forward. Was by Gavru. Contact there, foul on France. Here's Robinho. Leaving it off for Zé Roberto. 84th minute. France with a 1-goal lead thanks to Thierry Henry. Zé Roberto forced wide by Will Torrent, and it's France's ball. In the remaining minutes, what must France do here?
Well, you see here, they've just got to be more patient as Carlos Alberto Pereiro making those decisions to change players in more attacking roles tactically. Now, they've got to keep the ball first of all. France are doing a terrible job of, they're really losing their patience as we see Dominic coming off the bench as well for France, and he's wondering how long can they hold this out. Brazil's too good of a team. I said it beforehand, you just can't sit back and play long, hopeful balls.
I'm still surprised that they've not had good opportunities against Barthez tonight. That's the biggest surprise for me.
They haven't had a shot on goal.
Yeah, that's the biggest surprise. Their lack of offense. Again, I thought for France to win, Barthez would have to have a great performance. He's not been tested. Zé Roberto. They can still test him. There's time left. Ronaldo looks, shoots low. Wide of Barthez. Goal kick for France.
Well, Ronaldo shoving Willy Sagnol after that shot. He gets a little bit more space there, creates. He's not getting the strike that he's looking for. Barthez coming way off his line to cut off the angle, though. And he just shoves Willy right here. Look, that's just out of pure frustration.
FIFA World Cup presented by Adidas comes up with 2 great semifinal matches. Tuesday, Italy, Germany from Dortmund. Wednesday, Portugal against tonight's winner. Coverage begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time in ESPN HD for those 2 games. And Henry is coming out to a great ovation. Luis Saha comes in. Right now, you don't need tired players. Henry's given a lot here tonight. Saha is fresher, and he comes on.
Well, as this game continues on, really, Brazil need to push forward. When you do that, sometimes you forget to leave numbers at the back. And with these fresh players coming on for France, maybe they can counterattack. You got to be careful, though. You don't want to give too much away as you advance forward and certainly try to tie this game up.
86th minute. France trying to beat Brazil again in a World Cup. They beat them in '98. Last time Brazil lost in a World Cup. They've won 11 straight. Unless they perform some magic, they won't get to 12. Adriano looks to cross it, and he's going to get a corner kick out of it.
Adriano, very busy coming in, lots of energy. The World Cup fans for Brazil standing in their seats going nuts here as Ronaldinho takes this one.
He'll loft it. Barthez got a piece, not all. Quick shot taken too high. That was a great chance for Lucio.
And Barthez taking chances again. Tell you what, this is why coaches get gray hairs. Didn't see the foul, though.
Off a deflection at Saha. A late whistle there. Now the referee's assistant put the flag up, but it's a yellow card for a handball. Saha. And the record number of yellow cards continues in this World Cup.
Yeah, I think he's just time wasting there, kicking the ball away. Referee not happy with that. Salah plays at Manchester United.
Juan. Desperate times for mighty Brazil. They were the favorites coming in as defending champs. They could go out tonight in a quarterfinals.
France have put such a physical effort into tonight. There's got to be some very tired legs there, especially Zidane.
Ronaldo, nice move. Ronaldo getting free, and he went down. And he gets the call. And a yellow card too on Thuram. Too many yellows tonight and in this World Cup.
Oh, it's a great run from Ronaldo there. You see, Thuram reaches out, but he doesn't even touch him, and that's why he stood up straight away. That's an awful decision by the referee. Ronaldo, knowing that he's running out of space, just basically collapses on the ball there as he's running into too many French defenders and bodies around the top of the 18. That's a horrible call.
Running out of space and maybe running out of gas too.
Again, this goes back to, you know, the discussions of just throwing yellow cards out for yellow cards. It doesn't mean anything. You're just throwing them out. Certainly it means a lot to the players as they may not be able to play in the next match if they receive too many.
Ronaldinho over the ball with Zé Roberto in what is the most important free kick probably of this tournament for Brazil.
Yeah, keep an eye on Cicinho as well. Could be redirected there. Could be a setup play here as Roberto Carlos. I think Ronaldinho might want this one. The ball needs to jump here.
22 yards out. Ronaldinho. It was on his foot. He could have been the big star tonight, bringing his team back.
Well, he strikes it well, certainly with loads of pace. Trying to get Barthez. Barthez is really, that was like a wake-up call for him. He didn't even move until the ball was over the bar.
He's led a charmed life tonight. Here is Gabou. Into the box. Trying to cut it across. Goal kick.
He's got to get the ball off his feet there a little bit earlier as he got Reuters in the box. Wiltord was coming on the back post. I'm not seeing how that was a goal kick.
90th minute. France looking to pull off the huge upset and go on to the semifinals to take on Portugal. Can Brazil come back with all this firepower that has been almost invisible tonight? Full credit to France for playing their game and taking Brazil out of theirs.
Brazil still with the attacking ability to create something here in a short period of time.
Roberto Carlos, Adriano, left it, nobody there. Cleared by France. Stoppage time will be key. How much is on? Here's Zidane. 3-on-3. Zidane gives it up. Saha shot. Save Dida. So Brazil still has a chance. If that goes in, it's game over and Brazil would be out. They're not coming back from 2 goals down. Not with this time left. They still have a chance here. Down by 1. Ronaldo looks, shoots. Bartes save. There's a rebound. They couldn't get it. Brazil couldn't get it.
Unbelievable action here as Brazil steps forward. Great save by Bartes. What a great clearance though by Gallas.
Brazil holding it. Robinho flicks it over to the right. Coutinho's cross flicked wide. Again, it was there.
Zé Roberto coming forward there. Coutinho. Quickness of play. Look at his half volley. Drills this one across. Unbelievable ending to this game. There's a strike there from Ronaldo as he finds space at the top of the 18. Bartes parries it away, but really didn't parry it away too well.
No,
but Gallas did enough to clean it up and get that out.
It's a tempting rebound that Brazil never got to. We're in stoppage time.
Right now, they just got to do a better job of keeping the ball. Will Torres just got to keep that. Trying to force the ball forward.
Ronaldinho. Broken up, but he's got it back. No. It's France's ball.
I guess he's saying he went over the ball there. The tackle seemed like a 50-50 to me.
3 minutes of stoppage time was added on. Zinedine Zidane playing like a World Cup champion. Not like a man who's playing in his last game. Trezeguet and Henry talking. Ready to celebrate if France can hang on here. Gilberto Silva to the right. Not much left in regulation time as Robinho carries to Ronaldo. Couldn't split 2 French defenders. Upfield, Wiltord leads it. There's Zidane. Saha is on the left. Zidane just killing the clock. Leads it now to the middle. A stumble there and a push, but you saw what Zidane did. He did not force that ball.
Well, they got to be smarter, though, France. They don't want to even give one last opportunity. As Roberto Carlos is on this ball, this could be Roberto Carlos' last World Cup. He's 33 years old.
Coutinho knows. Time's against him in Brazil. Sends it up for Adriano. Bartes has it. Can't be much left in this match. This is an upset. France leading Brazil. Bartes clears it. That's it. Brazil have been eliminated by France again. What an incredible night for Zinedine Zidane and France. They knock off Brazil.
Well, he does such a good job. Not just, I mean, the individual ability that was on the field tonight. And collectively as a team, both sides played so well. But France, I have to say, was certainly the better team tonight. They deserved the victory. They came out, they took it to Brazil. And again, nothing more fitting than to have Zidane take the free kick and assist to Henry for the winning goal in the back post. Brilliant stuff.
Every time we say it might be Zidane's last game, we're not lying, but it's not his last game. He's going to play again. You picked Argentina to win the World Cup. Full confession here, full disclosure, I picked Brazil. Both of those teams are out. It's now 4 European sides.
Well, absolutely, and especially, you got to look how interesting it is with the host country still being alive. Such a buzz here in the World Cup. Brazil fans are stunned tonight. But France deserved everything. They really did. They came out, set the stall right away, JP.
Great
The movement of
performance.
the ball circulation was so quick and fast.
Great performance.
And Brazil was shocked, and I think they're very shocked now.
Henry had the goal. Zidane had the assist. Final score, France 1, Brazil no score. They've been shut out tonight. So, here's the way it looks. Tuesday in Dortmund, Italy will take on Germany in one semifinal. Wednesday, Portugal versus France in Munich. We know you'll be watching. T-Mobile, man of the match is coming up. Final thoughts from you, John Hartz.
Well, certainly, you look at Ronaldo, could this be his last World Cup? He's 30 years old. Will he be fit again at 34? You never know. I mean, there's lots of World Cup players here tonight. Roberto Carlos we talked about. But the legend there, Zidane, he carries on, and he goes to the next round. He's a leader. He lifted his side tonight. Brilliant stuff from them.
All I know is you and I get to see Zidane one more time. We will see him in action on Wednesday in Munich. Congratulations to Zinedine Zidane and France. This is a huge, huge upset. France moves on. Brazil are eliminated. For John Hartz, JP Delacarmen, so long from Frankfurt. To the World Cup studio we go.